Alright. Well, as promised now, we're going to regretfully grow into our draft portion here. It's going to hurt my balls a little bit. Oh, okay, what do we got here? Okay, so our rare is bad. Calamity is bad. Man is bad. I'm feeling like the best card in this pack is honestly Quench. Quench doesn't lock us into anything. The removal isn't super great with the get to the point. Another problem is with that too is we've had so many bad red-black decks. We're gonna take the Quench. We're gonna take the Deputy. What's that? So you put a creature. Oh, that's the Monster Reborn. No. Twilight's okay. Coral Command's not gonna do us much good. Chillbringer could be okay. I guess I'll go with the Chillbringer right now and maybe try to stay inside my blue and white. What's this do? That doesn't seem very good. That doesn't seem very good. I don't really think Wilderness Reclamation here does us a whole bunch. That doesn't do as much. That definitely doesn't do as much. I guess just to stay in color. Fuck. Like, there's nothing really good here. I guess I'm actually going to take the Messenger because it flies. The last couple of decks we've made were very threat light. Now, I think these are best of 1 games. I mean, we haven't really gone into green yet. I actually think here we're gonna take the Incubation, just because green could provide us some creature meat. It is a surge card. Exposed to Daylights will find more. We're gonna take the Messenger. We're actually gonna take the Quench here. I know I probably should have took the Chillbringer, but we can regret that later if we need to. We will take the Essence Capture. We'll take the Shimmer. We'll take that. Coral Commander's in our colors. Prying Eyes is in our colors. Exposed to Daylight. Hummunja Man, and that. Okay, so we're taking the Absorb. Okay, so the Arresters will come back to us. We're gonna take the Knight here. What's this do? Creatures you control get +1/+3 and untap them. We're gonna take the Shimmer. Okay. We're gonna take the Locket here just because it's a draw spell, and we're gonna assume that the Arresters will roll back to us. What's this we do? When it enters the battlefield, the gate. I mean, I guess it kind of is continual draw, but I don't think it's worth it. What's the board do? That's not going to do as much. I guess we're just going to take the gate guy because it's in our quote-unquote colors. We're going to take the Locket. Part of me wants to take that Incubation, but part of me thinks I should potentially take the Prying Eyes. You know, we're gonna go in incubation because it is extra removal as well if we want to do that green splash. What's this do? Ooh. Okay, so we're gonna... Okay, I think we're gonna take... Damn. Look at the top 5 cards, put a creature into your hand, and then the incongruity side is exile a creature and they get a 3/3 frog. We're gonna take the torrent here. We'll take the growth spiral. We'll take the quench. For now, we'll just take the boar. We'll take the strength. We'll take the collision colossus. We'll take the root snare, and we'll take that. Okay, so I'm actually thinking here we're gonna take the mass manipulation. I mean, we are going into white, but I guess there's really nothing else hyper relevant in that pack. Okay, we're gonna take the essence. What does this do? Target creature gets -4, -0 to draw a card. If you cast this during your main spell, it doesn't untap. So it's either 3 mana to keep something tapped or surprise it gets -4, -0. We'll actually take the Wall of Thoughts. I'm gonna take the Windstorm Drake. Here I'm torn between either the Exposed to Daylight, because there's a lot of enchantments in this set, or taking the Scuttle Gator, just because it is a 6/6. I mean, I guess we have enough counter spells, so now we should start taking some meat. We will take the Scuttle Gator. No, I don't. Okay, we're not taking the Petitioners, but we got, what do we got here? Hold on. We can play our Coral Commando. We got our Deputy of Detention. We got our Syndicate Messengers. We got our Chillbringer, our Homunculus, our Knight. Like, we got creatures. We're gonna take the Windstorm Drake. Take this. We've been like legit drafting creatures as we've been going. We'll take the Scuttle Gator there. We'll take the Fairy Duelist because it has flash. It is technically in our colors. Sure. Huh. Oh, because I had the Absorbs as a 4 of, and I probably had the Revenges at a 4 of. Okay. Now, we got a ton of creatures, and by a ton, I mean, I tried to take as many flyers as humanly possible. So we're going to take all this mess out. That's a really late message. So we are going to go for an Azorius deck. I have to go take care of something. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. Maybe like 4 seconds. Alright, so actually, let's start with the stuff we know we're gonna play. We're gonna play the 3 Quench. I'm playing the Absorb no matter what. Okay, I feel like the Deputy's pretty much locked in, deserves this spot. Sadly, the Revival does deserve a spot. The Messenger should go in. The Chillbringer, where's he at? Should go in. The Windstorm Drake should go in. The Mass Manipulation should go in. And the Knight should go in. Part of me wants to play the Azorius Locket so we can keep our hand full. Part of me wants to play the Prying Eyes because they do draw. I think that the Essence Captures are really good. In Sealed specifically, you're going to see a lot of cards trying to stick. I actually don't know if we want to play the Exposed to Daylight because we do have the 3 Quench, the Absorb, exactly how many you know, destroy artifact and that we need to play when we do have so much counter. I think that the Swirling Torrent should go in. I think the 2 Scuttle Gators should go in just because they are big, and being able late game to adept them sounds really good. At least 1, because how many creatures do we currently play? We have 7 creatures. I think we just play the Thought Collapse, just go as counter heavy as possible, so we will play the Scuttle Gator then. The Arrest seems good. I think the 2 Shimra possibilities seem good. Is 17 lands enough? I think it is. I think I either want to go 1 Prying Eye, 1 Azorius Locket, or just go 2 Azorius Locket. I think I like the Lockets because they come down earlier. Because the Coral Commander is not that good. I don't think the wall is super relevant. It could be though. Scuttle Gator's got to be your deck box. Nah, I think we're pretty happy with what we have. I think the only card I really wanted to play that's not in the main is the Justicar's Portal. I don't think it's necessary because of how little creatures we have, but I think being able to protect them could be really good. So we're gonna roll with this. I am going to cut or add a plains in and take out 1 island just because the Revival is double white. We want to make sure we have a plains on turn 3 for the Absorb, a turn 3 plains for the Deputy. Okay, so our final deck is 2 Essence Capture, 3 Quench, 2 Shimmer Possibility, 1 Revival Revenge, 1 Arrester's Atonation, 1 Thought Collapse, 1 Absorb, 2 Azorius Lockets, so 1 Deputy of Detention, 2 Syndicate Messenger, 1 Chillbringer, 1 Windstorm Drake, 1 Azorius Night Arbiter, 1 Swirling Torrent, 2 Scuttle Gator, a Mass Manipulation, 12 Islands, 4 Plains, and a Swamp. So this is pretty much counter deck. This may have been our best pool we've drafted. Yeah, we're kind of threat light, but I don't think I feel too bad about that. I feel like Sam might be too sketchy to keep, but we will try it. Any other land, we at least have a counterspell on turn 3. As long as it's not the swamp, I think we're good. Okay, well we have an essence capture, so this hand might be really, really good. I want to say I'm on 17 land. We gotta throw it here. We gotta make sure we hit a land. And there's our plains. Okay. So I think we're fine now here. We have our deputy. We have our essence capture. We're just gonna wait here. We're not too afraid of a 2-1 right now. Thank you. So for now, we're just going to throw our Syndicate Messenger here. Because if they do kill that, we at least get the Afterlife one from it. So we'll still have a blocker. So for anyone just tuning in, we are regretfully doing a... Okay, so we're going to eat their flyer here, just because we have counterspells. I'm feeling pretty good with our hand now. We're doing a sponsored draft. Someone really wanted us to do a Ravnica draft. They were gracious enough to throw their money in our face and say, shut up and do a draft. Right now we are on Azorius, pretty much control. I actually feel like this deck's a real winner here. Oddly, they didn't block it. Okay. Well, seeing as our hand is counterspell for creatures, we do not have to worry about their creatures. A kill spell on our deputy could be kind of rough, but I don't think it's the end of the world. I'm actually just going to return their creature back to their hand. At the end of turn here. Force them to waste 3 mana. Next turn. Yes, Mass definitely made the cut. So for the main meat of our land, our deck, it's 2 Essence Capture, 3 Quench, the Absorb, Mass Manipulation. We do play the Swamp for the Revival, Revenge. The Deputy. We play one of the Arresters, 1 Thought Collapse, 1 Shimmer of Possibility. It's mostly a ton of counterspells. This is probably the best pool I've drafted to date. Normally it's usually all crap. It feels like it could go the distance. The good thing is here too is we do have counter magic up with the Essence Capture, which should in turn end the game. guarantees are indeed best of one, yes. This is probably the best pool I've had. I actually had a pool that I can kind of work with. It kind of sucks that we're very threat light. But with all the counter spells that we do have, I think this deck could get us kind of far. So here's the deck for anyone just tuning in. 2 Essence Capture, 3 Quench, 2 Shimmer Possibility, 1 Revival Revenge, 1 Arresters Adamantium, 1 Thought Collapse, 1 Absorb, 2 Azorius Locket, 1 Deputy of Detention, 2 Syndicate Messenger, 1 Showbringer, 1 Windstorm Drake, 1 Azorius Night Arbiter, 1 Swirling Torrent, 2 Scuttle Gator, 1 Mass Manipulations, 12 Islands, 4 Plains, and a Swamp. I think as long as we keep hitting our counter spells, we should be okay. And then also for anyone just tuning in, we have our Wisco ticket donator going on up there in the corner. What that is I may have to make a small trip back to Wisconsin here quickly, and any money donated towards the channel right now will be going towards the Wisco tracker to help us get a ticket. We'd probably be back for about a week or so if we do come. No guarantees on that one quite yet. And then there also may be some, I may still stream while if I go, I'm not sure yet. Hey, thank you for subscribing. And then, what do we got here? Essence Capture, baby. Oh. Thought Collapse, baby. And I could see Blue Red Delver playing the light up the stage. I'm still not necessarily sold on the Terramander, just because, though, if there is a deck that wants to play that card, okay, so we're gonna play our Locket here, just so we still have plays. I'm not saying it couldn't do well, but I think that's the only deck that would really want to play the Terramander, because I feel like that card is super sketchy. It does seem like it would be potentially a little slow. You gotta Blade Juggle. And I have a Syndicate. The nice thing here is that if we do decide to trade, I do get a creature out of it as well, so they gotta kill it twice, which is nice. And then, for anyone who's curious as well, we also have a YouTube channel. It's McFluffyStuff, but it is space between the C and the F, where we upload deck text there, and we use that to also upload our replays from nights past. Usually just the highlights, not the full streams. We're going to start bringing some more content there. We've kind of been letting it just lay around for a while. I think it's time we start utilizing it. I'm not fully sure with what yet, so that's coming down the road, but rough. We are not finding lands this game at all. For now, we're not going to attack. We're still sort of playing off the back foot here. Breaking on land is what's going to hurt this deck a lot. We do have a lot of mana-hungry cards in our hand, and we can't afford to not really play stuff. Yes, I am on 17 lands. We'll block theirs not to keep taking damage over and over and over again. Even if they kill the Syndicate, we'll at least get a 1/1 back out of it, so we still have something going on. Yeah, our lands right now are 12 islands, 4 plains, and then the 1 of Swamp. Because we have counterspell in hand, we're just going to sit back right now. That's okay though, I still don't think we're done. The good thing is we have the essence capture to keep things off us. We do have the Drake we can drop, so we can at least still play the protect ourselves game right now. They clearly went with a Azorius control, or not a Azorius, a Orzhov control deck, which is pretty nice. I'm assuming our Chillbringer is about to go away, but that's okay for now. We do have another flyer in hand. We also have a way to bounce his creature a couple of ways, so we still have time. Oh, I know mass is fine. So, no reason to be scared quite yet. We still have ways to protect ourselves. Granted, they could have a million counters or kill spells, but that's the way that goes if they do. I mean, there's not much we can do about that there. Just creatures. So we're just going to play our Drake for now. Still no reason to get too scared yet. We can steal their Thrall next turn. We can also just Swirling Torrent it away as well. So we are still okay here. Okay. I know we're gonna give him that 3 free damage, but I still don't think we're worried yet. And why would I want to shout out to Des Magic? You know, I hate the way how he is very arrogant about his content, and the fact that it was always just like, if you don't believe me, you're wrong or you're stupid. Like, he almost belittles his people, which I find quite heinous. If we get a land here, I think we turn the corner and we're fine. Okay, so we didn't get the land. Yeah. So we will sorcery speed this, just to get the draw. We will play our creature for now. We're not dead yet. It looks bad, but we're not dead yet, I promise. Okay, so he can't block, so we're just going to attack first to see if he kills our guy or not. Okay, now hopefully here we can stabilize. We have 3 blockers. We have a flyer, a guy that can't be blocked. So we have 5 damage on board that can't be touched every turn. We will just swing team here, assuming that they don't have any hasters in their deck. I'm thinking at the end of his turn we will crack the locket to get through our deck more. Okay, so we're gonna just play the quench to see if he blocks or not, or pays the 2. I'm assuming he will, which is fine. At this point, they have so much land, it doesn't matter. That can absolutely resolve. That can resolve. We do not have life gain in the deck, but I still feel like at 2 life, we're still okay. No, wait. No, no, no. I didn't want to do that. It wouldn't let me take it back. Oh, well. Okay, so for now, we're just going to swing the 3-3 and the 3-3 flyer here. I guess I could have swung with the 2-5 too, but... No, I was pushing Z. That's okay. We could still have... I should have attacked because that would have put him on a... I don't know why I didn't. That would have put him on a 1-turn timer. I suppose he still has blocker though. That's gonna resolve. Yeah, I kind of messed up there, but that's okay. He can't attack right now, which is fine. And there's so many cards here that could be huge for us. We'll take the Scuttle Gator. For now, we'll swing those guys. The good thing is here is he either needs 2 kill spells to get us, or we do win next turn, because we have the unblockable and his 3-3. Damn. Okay. So the Thrall gets us. That was still a good game, though. We could have come back from that. That's a crappy way to lose, but that was actually a good game. Now that mass manipulation for us was really big. Okay, so we're gonna keep this just because we can go turn 2 counter, turn 3 counter, turn 4 counter, and just like be fine. We don't really have a threat right now. That could be bad for us. So as long as we find a plains, we're fine. If we don't hit the plains, we could be in a bad time here. That's fine, we still got counter spells. Counter spells on counter spells on counter spells. Well, there's our game ender right there with the mass manipulation. But we actually got to start finding stuff now, which is hard. I guess the good thing is we potentially found another counter spell we can make use of Our hand is still full of counter spells. Let's just try to keep their board as naked as humanly possible right now. Good thing is though, we did shove 3 cards to the bottom. None of them were actually planes, so we hit up planes. Now we're just off to the races, baby. Come on, 2-5. We snaw, baby. Okay. Okay. So for now we can just play our knight and pass turn. Yeah. So I don't just want to steal that right now though. There's really nothing going on in this game. That's fine too. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, so we're gonna play our deputy here, and we're gonna eat the mammoth spider because we are gonna want to steal the creeper or the creepy. So we're just gonna swing 2 for now. Good thing is here we have the absorb backup as well. For if we hit another land, we can mass manipulation for 2 to steal 2 things. And I feel like if they play a land and something else, and we just steal both of those. Sure. Come on, be a ding dong and just adept it right away. Yeah, not much we can do about that. So if we rip a land off the top, I think this could just be game. We're fine with the locket for now. The good thing is, as long as we don't have to use our absorb, we can draw, which is really nice. We may end up taking a little bit of damage from the 6/6. I'm not too worried about it. Between the absorb and the mass manipulation, I think we're exactly where we want to be. Actually, maybe we will not crack the locket, because in next turn we have the 4 extra mana to steal both of his guys. So hopefully here we can hit the absorb, steal his 2 dudes, and I think it just becomes a blowout at that point. Because then we have a theoretical unblockable 6 every turn. Yeah. If he does pump, I'm not too worried about it. I'm just going to accept it anyway. Okay. So I'm not going to block and hope he pumps. I'll take all of it, I don't care. I'm not, no. Because we're just going to steal both. We're fine. We're still fine. Okay. No counterspell. If they have a counterspell, it could be game. Oh, no. The other reason why, too, I didn't want to block is, well, we still had our 2/5 to block, so it wouldn't have mattered. Like, we still had a blocker. Oh, hell yeah. I will risk it for that biscuit. I think that that was a worthwhile risk too. Okay. So if we find the plains, we just go counterspell, counterspell. If we don't find the plains, we at least have a counterspell for now. That's a risk I'm willing to take. And the swamp rears its ugly head. Well, it's good that you already did your homework. That's more free time for you to do whatever you want. Is my juice gone again? Damn. Hell yeah. Uh-oh. Well, this could be another loss for us, depending on what they have, just because now we have no tempo plays. Seeing as how they went black-white, they probably have a whole bunch of counter spells. Or not counter spells, excuse me, kill spells. My. Yeah, that's fine. I'm assuming the draft will be the last thing I'm doing for the night. We already have hit the 3-hour mark. We probably have a game or two left at least. And we are just not drawing anything. Well, we kept the risky keep. We got risked on. We have no board wipes. So at this point we're potentially paying a try to live long enough to have like mass manipulation be huge for us. Good thing is though is that this wasn't the worst draft we would have, or that we've had, I should say. But this has been the best pool that I have. Aw, damn it. I'm just conceding. I fought that one. Yeah, I forgot I had that in my hand. Nope. And I'm going to add another plains quick too, just so that doesn't happen again, because that hurts the balls. Well. Okay, so now we're at 2 losses. So now we just gotta grind out. Hopefully we get the nuts hand again, which is counterspell, counterspell, counterspell. Eventually play a threat. This hand's not super erotic, but we at least have the white. We have a counterspell. Hopefully we'll quote-unquote find some gas. So we're gonna touch that. Another Orzhov deck. See, I wish I could find the color or the cards to play those colors, but it always seems like I never get anything good in black. Okay. Well, the good thing is now is our hand goes counter counter. Taking one here is not that big of a deal. They can't pump it. At least they're revealing to us they cannot pump it. We're gonna thought collapse that just so they can't hit the red, so they cannot pump their guy. Ooh. Oh shite. Well, the good thing is here is we currently have our essence captured potentially for that. So now we have a blocker for his 1-3. Well, we will have a blocker. We can start poking in there for damage. They did brick on land last turn. Okay, so now they can play their Gate Colossus. I don't think we're getting 3 wins here. I guess the good thing about that is, though, is we continue our bad streak with this in terms of drafting it, which tells us we should just stop drafting it. Like, it's pretty much confirmed at this point. We cannot draft this set at all. We're gonna attack for 2. We will actually do this at sorcery speed. Make them waste a turn again. Hopefully we can find a counter spell. We did not. So this game's done. So we'll start tidying up now. I want to thank everybody for coming out. I want to thank everyone for the donations we received today. Hopefully you enjoyed what you saw on stream. I know our Gates deck was a little rough. We did only play one deck with the Jess guy, which is kind of sad, but deck still seems good. That game 3 where we had no nothing, there really wasn't a whole lot we could do about that. Moldified, that was just a trash hand. Yeah, it'll get you. So I still think Jess guy has legs. My enchantments list now needs a lot of work to reflect the format. The Esper Hero list is okay, but I think that deck just sort of auto loses to control. Which means it probably just loses to Gates too, which is kind of sad, but that's just kind of the way it goes sometimes. It's kind of sad that this is how the night ends, with us going 1-3 in a draft where we actually had a fairly good deck. But I guess at the end of the night we did get another deputy, which is something we needed for a ton of decks. We got some extra decks. Did I have 2 wins? I thought I only had 1 win. It still doesn't change much though. It just feels like you know, we don't have good luck with Rav drafts at all. We are just like down and out the entire time. We'll have their block there. And I mean, I guess it's okay because you're not always going to win. But I feel like with the Rav drafts, it's nothing but losses. Same thing with Sultai midrange. We're not going to play that on stream just because it never works for us, you know? Even in my private testing, we can't hit the right somethings with it. And it just don't work. Man, if we could go back to drafting MM2, look out. See, I think when it comes to specialty sets, like I'm good at that stuff because I got to play with a lot of the really old cards. As compared to like with some of these newer ones, you have to kind of get really convoluted with your pools, and maybe that just doesn't work for me, and that's fine. You're not going to win them all, clearly. We will just let him touch us for 3 again. I'm gonna hold out here on the life points that we can hold out. I'm kind of confused why they did that. Okay. They must have thought it said +3, +3, because I'm sitting there like, what is this dude doing? So we don't attack because we do have the double blocker here. Hopefully he's out of gates and we have a double quench. What the hell? I really don't know what happened there. Like, they had the mana to pay for it. I don't know if he just elected not to. Because it showed he had the red and the white. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he paid the mana and then said no? I don't know. Like I said, I'm just as lost as everybody else as to what happened there. I was gonna quench, but I'm gonna wait. Because we don't know what else is in their deck. Okay, so they have... So now we just wait. I still think we're okay here. Our messenger will leave behind extra dudes. It kind of sucks that both of his guys have menace right now. And I want to thank everyone too for coming out tonight also, because tonight seemed like a pretty big stream for us. It seemed like we had a lot of average viewers compared to the, I'm not going to say the last couple of days, because our last couple of streams have been a lot bigger. But it seems like more and more people have been coming out of the woodwork and watching, or at least just leaving their computer on. And that's fine too. You know, people don't want to come into an empty room, so even just having people sitting around is a good thing for the channel, so I appreciate that. Okay, I still can't risk to attack right now. Yes, this will be our last one for the night. We are going on over 3 hours now. We'd like to at least hit 3. We're still working on the new schedule. We're going to be playing, I think, Overwatch after this? I don't know if we are or aren't. Thane had the idea, I don't know if we still are. I mean, okay. I'm sort of lost as to what the point of that one was, but yeah, I'm still trying to figure out, like, you targeted my 1/1 instead of one of my 3/3s. Now it makes a little more sense. We had to quench there. Let's not kill our flyer. The quench made it so he couldn't pump, which was nice too. Theoretically, our messenger will die, which will still leave us another creature to block his 1/3 with. He could very well have a burn spell. Now we just start going ham. Hopefully here the essence captured keeps us alive. He could have a burn spell. If he does, he does. I'm gonna shimmer first. Counterspell? Okay, so we're gonna hold back the 1/3 because no matter what, he's still on a 2-tuner timer. We're gonna play the Chillbringer just so we have more guys on board. Hopefully the essence capture here keeps us alive. Okay. And mass again shows its weight in gold. Okay, so we at least hit 3 wins, so it wasn't too embarrassing. The one game we lost was a great game. The other game we lost was just to getting shafted by our mana coloring. It happens though. Okay. So we will keep this just because we do have counterspell, counterspell, and a dig spell. We have one of every color of land in our hand. And we have our mass in hand, which is great too. So we're going to get beat down for a little bit here. I think that's okay. We will quench that. If they don't play a land, I feel like I want to play the Shimmer, but I think I can just wait because we do have the double essence capture. If they brick on land again, I think next time we're just going to throw the Syndicate, just so we have something. I mean, it'll trade with his 2/1, but what are you going to do about it? So I don't know if they're just mono black. Or if they have another color. They haven't really revealed much to us. I will absolutely have no problem blocking his 2/1 here. I know we'll trade, but we'll get double doobity out of it. And seeing as how he plays the drill bit, I'm kind of afraid there's more spectacle cards in there. So if we can keep his mana cost as high as possible. Uh-oh. Nah, that's actually okay. I think we can play around that. We will Shimmer here. We're going to take the Knight for now. I see no need to attack quite yet. The ill-gotten inheritance could slowly bleed us, but we'll have to see what happens. So we're going to attack here. We're going to wait one more turn, because now we can play the Knight and have Essence Capture up. We will absolutely counter that as well. Put that there. We will play the Knight just because it blocks and it has Vigilance. Right now we're basically just trying to race the ill-gotten inheritance. Yep. We actually might be dead now, we'll see here. We don't have triple blue right now. Shit. Okay, let's think about this. So first we're going to go to combat and attack 2. Okay, we play the Locket. We enter. He's going to ping us for 2 here with the Fire Blade. I think this one is done for us. Well, okay. So we're gonna Mass Manipulator for 2. And we're gonna go 1-2. The thing that sucks is they do have the ill-gotten inheritance. So we are playing dangerously close here. kind of odd that they didn't pick our 2-5, but that's fine. We're going to play the Gator. We're going to play our Locket. If they don't hit a land, they can't activate their Ill-Gotten. If they do hit a land, now it absolutely, I don't think it matters at all. We're so close here. We could be dead. Oh, Mr. Krabs. We could still be dead. We could still be dead. Okay. I think we only won there though because they bricked on land. Like, they had us pretty much dead to rights there. That is my favorite card in the whole game ever. What does it do? Okay. Okay, so we're potentially climbing back here. I mean, this is the best draft deck that we've had so far. Yeah, it is a lot of counter spells and sort of boring, but we are definitely we're definitely doing something this game, or this draft, I should say. I really want to risk it because we'll get 2 draws. Well, I mean for the Ravnica stuff. Part of me wants to keep this. Part of me wants to throw it away. Well, I feel like our Maul actually got a lot worse for us because we have a 6-mana and a 5-mana spell. I don't think I can mull the 5 willingly, so we will keep it. Well, they're off to a slow start, which is fine. Well, we could actually be doing really well now. Seeing as how they're blue-green, counterspell, I think for this matchup is fine. I still think we're fairly safe here. We're gonna counter that just because it has the hexproof. We're gonna play our Drake now. We're gonna follow up next turn with the Scuttle Gator. They're getting a basic land out of their deck. Or a gate. They got a gate. They played that gate. So for now we're just gonna swing for 3 and see what happens. Okay, so we play the Scuttle Gator. Or try to play the Scuttle Gator. Okay. The good thing is here is that we can adept ours before they adept theirs. No, we can't. Okay. Well, the good thing is here is we have a Thought Collapse, so we're safe from that kind of nonsense. No, wait. Wait. No! Son of a bitch. I did that wrong. Well, I think we just threw this game away. I forgot I had to do it before I went into combat. Oops. So if we throw this game away, that's my fault. Good thing is though, is he still cannot activate his guy yet though. We punted that away really, really bad. Like we really, really messed that up. I'm just gonna swing both here. The good thing is this won't have when he can adept it. It won't have the lifelink. You got a pony. Oh, as long as there's just a 1/1 on it. Okay. So we swing all in again. Play our massacre here. Huh. Yeah, you're right. That's right. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Mr. Krabs. And that's game. That's how you correct a punt. We would have had it a turn earlier had we not been stupid. So what do we get back? Just one pack. Lame. Well, the good thing is we're still in it. You know, we quickly started off kind of rough. That mulligan was kind of sketchy. That could have ended really bad for us. Good thing we found creature counter. Like, that was nice. That's a keeper. And as you can see here, we're playing a bronze 2 versus what looks like a silver 2. So we could get blown out here pretty roughly. Okay, so they're in some form of gruel. We still haven't even seen our revival revenge yet. I know it's in the deck. Yeah. For now, we're just gonna pass that turn. I'm thinking next turn, depending on what they try to do here, that's gonna stop. I think we're just gonna throw our messenger down. The good thing is we can follow that up with a Chillbringer. Now they could have some cards to kill flyers. The good thing is our messenger at least has afterlife, so that's fine. We're just going to try to get as aggressive as possible here, knowing that they are somewhat of an aggro deck. The good thing is we do have an aerial assault right now, and it doesn't seem like they have. That's fine. The Mammoth Spider. Bang in 5. Okay, so now we're really out of cards in hand. Clearly they're gonna want to get rid of our deputy of detention. What does this do? Whenever it attacks, target creature can't block. Yeah, that's fine. Is that fine? I mean, I guess it's gotta be fine. So we're gonna play our Shimmer here. So the good thing is here is next turn we can mass manipulation to steal 2 things. Right? Yes. Next turn we steal 2 things. So we steal their 4/4 and their Mammoth Spider. This thing has Menace too, correct? Oh yeah. I'm still feeling pretty safe here. Kind of weird that you did that at sorcery speed. Yeah, that's fine too. Cool story, bro. No, this ain't over yet because he still got his Scuttle Gator. But we do have him on a 3-0 timer right now. I probably should have all-out attacked, but I figured next turn he's probably going to get greedy and either try to Adept the Defender or not. And if not, we have Counterspell in hand. So we're fine. Like I said, sometimes we play like Pound, we play scared. And I do not think that they will have premium arts for all the cards in the game. I do not think that is realistic. Oh my. And the reason why I don't think they'll do the premium arts is because at some point either people are going to get burnt out on them and they're not going to be very exciting. Like I like the fact that they're doing the Planeswalkers with it because a lot of people cherish Planeswalkers. But I think that it gets old quick. And plus, I mean, things like dual lands and that clearly can't. So not the sexiest hand, but we do have a turn 2 Shimmer. So we will touch this. We also have the Deputy. We have an Absorb. I think we're okay. If we draw an upright blue land, we might be a little happier. So we're going to Shimmer here. Part of me wants the island, part of me wants the Quench. I'll just take the Quench. You know, I do think 1 per set would be okay. But at the same time, like, the novelty wears off, and once that novelty's gone, that doesn't help sell your sets anymore. You know, things like lands, people love lands. That was a great idea. But I think that a lot of people found the arts from Amonkhet very ugly, which did not help. And I also think that a lot of the card choices there kind of sucked. Like, I don't think if people were clawing at the chance to get a choke or a boil. So it kind of does come to the head where it's like, alright you guys, you know, you gotta pick something fairly decent here. You know, I think they should be left for things like GPs and that when they did, like, you know, the lightning bolt and all that stuff. But I do think that if they overdo them, people will no longer care for them because they're not special. And once something's lost its specialness, that's when people don't care about them anymore. There's definitely a right way and a wrong way to do it. That is absolutely for sure. But I think that, one, they kind of burned that bridge a little bit by, like I said, they did overdo them. And two, what do you do after a while? Like, I know they wanted to do the legendary creatures, and they clearly sided against that, which I think was correct. But there's only so many cards you can do where people are like, yes, I do want a special version of this, before they go, nah, we honestly don't care anymore. And there is that fine line between, hey, this is actually cool, and hey, this is actually kind of stupid. Thanks, Auto Tapper. Are you serious right now? You tapped all my blue sources down when I had a quench in my hand. Holy balls. Arena Shuffler, what are you... Auto Tapper, what are you doing? ¿Por qué? Ah, I got him with the quench, bitch. Like I said, I just think though that you're gonna run out of specialty cards to print. And I think that like what they have now is pretty solid. I don't think they really need to have more. We're gonna eat the 2/2 just because it can become much larger. Yeah, man. Okay, I gotta think about this here, right? Because I can either revival back my deputy and eat those two things. Or do I just go mass manipulation, seal his 2 4/4s and wait? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. So back to what I was saying though. I think that shit. Well, that's game. Some of the specialty chords kind of ran their course, I think. Like, we sort of hit the end of that road. I might have got a little too greedy there, we'll see. I feel like that was the correct thing to do though, because now they are on a 1-turn timer with our flyer. They have no blockers for it. We do have 2 blockers on the ground. Okay. What rank are they? Oh shit. Okay, so we're playing against a platinum drafter. I know you can't see it with my Wisco ticket, but yeah. So I think this game is just over. They're at least plat 1. I've never seen that symbol before. And I know what gold looks like. That's gotta be plat. Yeah, then he's plat. That was a good draft.